Hello. So I wanted to give a quick demo about the AWS project that I have listed on my resume as well. So this is the architecture diagram that I have that we created for the project. The user will type in a Route 53 Cognito URL, which will then connect to cloud, which would then connect to CloudFront. But now I have changed it because CloudFront was costing me a little bit of money. So I changed the Cognito URL to go directly to the ELB. So it connects to the Elastic Load Balancer, which is supported by an auto-scaling group, which uh, which supports the EC2 instance. And the EC2 instance does all the hard work for now, such as uploading the pictures to S3 bucket, calling transcribe, calling Rekognition, translate, and poly. But what I'm working on now is once you upload an image into the S3 bucket, it triggers a Lambda function that can call transcribe, Rekognition, translate, and poly all by itself. So the EC2 instance will have a lesser load. So for the demo now, this is the URL as of currently for the Cognito. I have not worked on it as much as we didn't have enough time, but you can also, this is the actual URL that you can go to, helper.abhishekhotti.uk/choose1. So I'll set it up so that once you type in helper.abhishekhotti.uk, instead of landing on this page, you will automatically land on a login sign up page. And I can sign up right now just to show that it is working. So you can say Abhi, and here I'm creating a temporary email address just to showcase that it is working. And then Amazon sends us a verification code. You take this verification code and then you paste it into here. And then you get redirected to this page, which is what I want to happen at the end eventually. So what my project is that it is a pitch for a startup idea. And we chose to host it on AWS because we wanted to learn about all the new features that AWS has to offer and take advantage of those as well, and include that into our startup idea pitch. This is for a class called CMP 172, which is Enterprise Software Systems. So they teach us about clouds, cloud computing, scalability, and high reliability and availability as well. So this project is highly available, highly scalable, and secure as well. The entire project is written in Python 3 using the Boto 3 package. And like I mentioned previously, I'm in the process of converting all the calls from the EC2 instances to Lambda functions because that will help my project be serverless as well. And so it will help me understand how to transfer a on-premise website into the cloud and how also to make it serverless. For our startup idea, we focused on the communication field and the communication aspect. We built in three features, which is image to text recognition, speech to text transcription, as well as translation from one language into another language. So I will go into a little bit of detail showing all of those features in this following demo. So this is the first feature where you upload an image, and I call an AWS service, which tells you all the letters in the image, and then you can rectify it, and then you can have it read out to you. I've also included all the demo images and the audio files that I'll be using in this demo right down here. You can click on any of them and they open in a Google Drive. And here you can download the Google Drive image that I'll be using. So what I'll do now is I've already downloaded these images and then I will upload the JPEG file. So as you can see, the file that I uploaded is already stored in the S3 bucket, and from the S3 bucket, I call Rekognition, which gives me this text down here. And as you can see, it is not entirely accurate because it can't read the bottom half. I can Google better than an average bear, so you can add that in. And once you fix any of the grammatical errors here, you can hit submit, and my EC2 instance will call a text-to-speech service that Amazon offers calls Polly, and you can also listen to it.
What I say I'm a software developer, what people hear I can repair. What I mean I can Google better than an average bear.
You can also download the MP3 file as well. And I will upload, so now I will upload another image to show you that it can recognize handwritten text as well. So this is the image that I uploaded. So it says will all pass with a question mark. And again, it's stored on the S3 bucket and it'll say, and again, it is not always accurate. So you can always go in and change it. Will all pass, hit submit, same thing. It calls Polly.
Will all pass.
So it'll call Polly based on the corrected text that you entered into the text box. And I also would require you to either press home or clear this entire URL and hit submit because it refreshes the cache, because my website was getting cached and the new image and audio files wouldn't be loaded onto the web page. So I would require you to hit refresh, or you would have to hit the home to clear the cache. And then there's also a beta feature, which is translate and transcribe. So for translate, you can type in any English sentence that you would like. So you can type in, hello, my name is Abhi and I like to code in Python, and it works well with AWS features. And you can translate into any of these languages. AWS offers a lot more, but these are the ones I included in my demo. And if you hit submit, it calls the translate service and it translates it to Hindi. I also made the text box read only so that the user cannot come in and manipulate the data here. And then once you hit submit, again, it calls Polly with the translated text, and you can listen to the audio.
हेलो, मेरा नाम अभी है और मैं अजगर में कोड करना पसंद करता हूं और यह AWS सुविधाओं के साथ अच्छी तरह से काम करता है.
And then obviously you can download the audio file as well. Let's translate into another language. So let's say we want to translate into French, and I want to say, so let's say I wanted to translate into saying, hello, I would like to visit Paris one day and go visit the Eiffel Tower, and convert that into French. So it translates, and again, this is only read only text, so you can't add anything. Hit submit, calls Polly.
Bonjour, je voudrais vraiment visiter Paris un jour et aller visiter la Tour Eiffel.
And you can download the MP3 file as well. Now for the transcribe feature, this was a little bit difficult to implement, but it is working now. So you can go select transcribe, upload an MP3 audio file. This is an interview with Stephen Curry and Rachel Nichols that I found. And you can also specify how many people are in the conversation. And if you hit submit, it uploads the MP3 file into an S3 bucket. From the bucket, it calls the transcribe service. So what was happening before was that I would get a 504 gateway timeout error because my EC2 instance would be busy and it couldn't respond to the load balancer health checks. So it would give me a gateway timeout error. So what I'm doing now is I'm just taking this load off the EC2 a little bit by only calling the transcribe service every 10 seconds to see if the job is complete. Before, what would happen was the EC2 instance would always be in connection with the transcribe service, so it could not respond to the load balancer health checks. And that would cause a network gateway timeout error. And the way that I write my transcript is also a little bit better than the way Amazon does it, because I concise the speech conversations into separate categories of speakers. So I'll show that as well. So this is what Amazon thinks Rachel Nichols said. Speakers. So as you can see, this is speaker 0, which is Rachel Nichols. And she says all of this. Amazon's transcribe service isn't exactly pinpoint accurate, but it gives you a good understanding of where each person cuts off and where the next person begins to speak. So you can see how speaker 1, which is Stephen Curry, he starts from here and he goes on to say a lot of stuff, but you can see how you have to scroll through everything until here. But what my service does is it combines everything. So instead of having it something like this, I combined it into one big chunk. So you can read through the transcript easier. I could see this being used in a hospital setting where a patient and a doctor are having a conversation. And if the doctor ever wants to review the patient notes, all they'd have to do is open up this transcript and just do Control F, instead of either calling the patient up again and asking them what their issue or condition is, or listening to the MP3 file all over again from the very beginning. But here, you can download the transcript down here and just do Control F to find exactly what you're looking for. And I will also be adding a feature where you can translate this into another text if you wanted to as well. So because I already have the translate feature working, I'll just add a button that says translate into, and then have a drop-down menu, translate into Hindi, English, German, French, all that. And then you can click it and you will download the transcript in that other format. So I did a lot of interesting work and I really got interested in the cloud field. And I will be recording this demo and I'll be uploading it here as well, because this is the old one that I've recorded, but now since I've added a few more features, I'll change this as well. And I might also change the images or the audio file, but I look forward to talking to you very soon. Thank you.